What makes a house an outstanding home? We've asked the people of Scotland to enter their homes for Scotland's Home of the Year. Now our judges are considering the top 3 from each region, choosing one to go through to our national final. Scoring them on design, style and amazing architecture are interior design guru Anna Campbell-Jones. She's been bringing style and verve to homes for almost 3 decades.
From an interior design perspective, what I'm looking for in a home is heart, soul and originality.
Blogger Kate Spears, who shares her lifestyle and interior advice to millions on social media.
I'm looking for a home that feels lived in and loved, somewhere that is personable, charming and a joy to be in.
And architect and lecturer Michael Angus. He mentors the next generation of design talent.
So what I am looking for in a home is for it to be exceptional in its ability to embrace, to entertain, and to exalt.
But in the end, only one house will be Scotland's Home of the Year. Today, our judges are visiting the shortlist from the Hebrides, and they're starting with a renovated croft house in Staffin in Skye. The 100-year-old Bal Bothy is home to Joe, Alan, Lexi and Lachlan. The house had been vacant for 15 years before Joe and Alan bought it, and they faced a daunting renovation when they first moved in.
The first time that I saw it and walked in, I was like, ooh, how on earth are we going to make this into any kind of home, you know? It wasn't livable,
No,
you know?
no, it certainly wasn't. But we saw the potential, I think. We enjoy this house. We don't feel it's too big, we don't feel it's too small.
We are very, very lucky, you know, we are.
As well as the master ensuite bedroom, the ground floor of Bal Bothy features the living room, snug, kitchen dining area and a bathroom. The upper floor has 2 further ensuite bedrooms.
So this is our favourite spot in the house. This is where we come after work, after school, when we get to relax, look at the beautiful view and sit beside my favourite fire.
The judges must now assess the home armed with only the basic facts about the property and its owners.
That's very, very bonny, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's always lovely to see a building like this because you can see so clearly how buildings in Scotland are made and why they are the way they are. You know, big stone walls have to be that far apart because you're going to have to make the roof out of trees, and that's why they're like that.
And it just wouldn't be a home on Skye if it wasn't white.
So this is obviously not quite finished. So shall we see if the inside is anything like the outside?
Let's mosey. Check this out, guys.
This is so cosy.
Favourite spot straight away. Oh, this beautiful green Chesterfield. Oh, this is lovely.
How could this not be your favourite spot when you've got that to look at, you know?
I mean, you wouldn't expect to come into a room like this, in a setting like this. I mean, from where I'm sitting, I'm looking out at this spectacular, rugged views of Skye, but through a room which has got animal print and furs and tropical plants. I mean, it's really, really glamorous in here.
And how fun to have 3 sofas in such a small space and all kind of pointed and centred around the fireplace.
There's just a lovely tone to this room, isn't there? I mean, it's dark, but I'm not feeling as if we're sitting in a cave or anything. It's just got a lovely, cosy feel about it, isn't it?
I don't think it's the first thing that you would think of doing. If you had a home on Skye, I think the temptation would be to create a very rustic, Scottish, country sort of feeling space. But I think this really works. It works because it contrasts with the setting.
I mean, you can tell this is a new bit of building. This is an extension, you can tell, because the walls are so thin and the window proportions aren't what you would normally expect. Would you prefer to have just a big whole sheet of glass instead of these 4 individual panels?
It's almost like 4 pictures, though. I quite like the way it bisects the view. If you want the whole view, then you go outside. This contains it, makes it into a picture. Oh, hold on. I've got to open 2 doors. Oh, look at this. That's a little snug.
Yeah, this would have been a lean-to for storing hay in or something.
Oh, for storing hanging chairs, clearly.
Yeah, there you go. How's that?
Oh, it's a little bit bouncy. Oh, it's lovely.
How fun to have this little space off the living room that you can kind of retreat to that is actually just like a smaller version of the living room with this beautiful blush sofa over here.
It's interesting to see that kind of theme and scheme carried through into this space. You've got the kind of nods to Africa with the rattan and the chandelier that's made of clay beads. It's all kind of connecting with the animal prints and the jungle plants. I think it's wonderful.
Quite a matte black kitchen.
You can immediately tell you're in an older bit of the building. When you get these, you know, the really, really deep set windows and the reveals going that way, because that lets more light in. And it's also lovely to see the back wall where you can actually see the stone that was originally built and just pulled out and made a feature just by painting it white.
So it's quite picturesque outside, but it feels quite picture perfect in here. There's a lot of sort of set up shots and styled areas and shelving. It definitely feels like this was inspired by social media.
I mean, a black handleless kitchen, I mean, it's definitely an emerging urban trend, so it's quite surprising to see it in a crofter's cottage. But I think it works really well against the rough stone, and then we've got this butcher's block work surface, we've got the tongue and groove panelling. So you still get the feeling of a kind of cottage kitchen, but with an edge. Oh, look at this phone. I wonder if it still works. Hello? Hello? Move the sheep to the lower field. No, the line's dead. We're trapped. That is amazing. What a gorgeous object. So many lovely things in this home.
I just can't believe that we've come from the living room into that little reading nook, and then now we're in this room, and all those rooms are the same colour. I mean, I don't not like it. I'm just really surprised that someone could commit to such a bold colour choice like that.
I love the fact that for a croft, they're still sort of living with the animals.
Would you live in a croft with a leopard?
Well, but would you rather live with a cow? It's what we call a tidy little stair.
Is that the technical term?
That's a technical term, yeah. You know, this is the old bit of the building. There's the other bit was clearly the new and more laid out. When I was up here, we're coming up against all the old parts and how it was all originally constructed.
A little nose in here. Oh, a little monochrome bathroom. Look at that, even the floor's black. It's tiny. I'm impressed they managed to fit a bath in there.
Well, yeah, so they've got the same kind of colour palette as the kitchen downstairs with that soft pink walls above the black and the white.
They've got superb taste in lighting, don't they? Everywhere I look, I think I can see 5 different lighting options just from standing here.
And they're highlighted by the pink light from the neon. So you're getting daylight shadows from the roof light and then pink shadows from the neon. It's very clever.
Like a bit of pink.
It's giving you a very healthy glow.
Well, you know.
The judges will now mark Bal Bothy out of 10, with functionality, distinctiveness and design in mind. One score will be held back until the judges have seen all 3 homes, when their combined scores will be revealed. Anna will keep her score a secret.
I think architecturally this is a very successful conversion. It's unique. There could be a propensity to just think I'll make so much homage to what it was, you'd forget that in actual fact, you shouldn't be subservient to the building. The building should serve you. I think it's a very warm place for being dark. I think it's very comfortable. I think they've taken advantage of all the spaces. They've exemplified them. They've turned them into something else, given you an opportunity to live in this croft in a way you never would have before. So I'm going to give this home a 9.
Well, it looked like a typical home on Skye from the outside, but it definitely was not a typical home on Skye on the inside. As I looked around, I noticed a lot of trends that are inspired by social media. There was a lot of open shelving, a lot of like styled spaces. It was quite monochrome, it was quite dramatic in some rooms, and I think that really worked in this space. It didn't really stick to any rules or anything, which is great to see. I'm going to give this home a 10.
From the outside, you see this beautiful stone building with its little shutters, looking absolutely like you're classic Skye cottage. Yeah, and then you you come inside and it's just an explosion of fabulousness.
Staying in Skye, the next home to face the judges is in Kensalair. The old schoolhouse was built in 1860 and was used to house the teacher of the former school next door. Now it's home to Rowena, Nigel and his daughter India. The building had been empty for decades before Nigel took on the renovation 10 years ago.
Old houses can be quite dark, and something I used to do a lot of was trying to create a lot of light.
The room looks very different in different lights of the day, or the way different lights are, it shows off like different parts of the room and different pieces of the room as well.
The ground floor of the home has the kitchen area as well as a combined living and dining room. Upstairs features a master bedroom, India's bedroom, a dressing room and the family bathroom. Outside, the treehouse is used as a den for India and the cabin is Nigel's home office.
So this is my favourite spot in the home. You've got a great view of the kitchen, but you've also got the fantastic view out to the garden with all the trees, the flowers. And when you turn around, you can also look out. When the tide's in, you see the sea out there, but the view out to the hills as well.
And now the judges arrive for their first sight of the old schoolhouse.
Well, that's really cute, isn't it? The fairy door there, look at that.
There's obviously magical things going on here.
Yeah, I think we walk up these adorable little steps here and there's like a balcony up there, I think.
Yeah, interesting little bit of timber, but it's really interesting. A little bit of timber structure going on up here, and I can see some more things going on. Oh, shall we check it out?
Yes, let's.
Hello, me.
Wow. Oh, this is cozy, isn't it?
And straight into the favourite spot. It's not often that happens.
I don't think it's ever been that close to the front door.
Definitely, got it instantly.
We saw this amazing magical garden. Having the kitchen so closely connected to the garden is maybe why that's the favourite spot.
I like that this is kind of a meeting point, I guess. This is the breakfast bar. I guess a lot of meals are eaten here, so a lot of time spent here, which must mean happy memories and family time.
I mean, it's absolutely brilliant to just see the actual stones of which this building is made. A great big timber lintel and other lintels over the openings and a bit of tree just holding the floor up. It's absolutely fantastic.
And I like the way they've got the surface-mounted conduit for the cables and then the plumbing pipes exposed over there as well. There's something very honest about the way the services have been added to this very old building.
Oh, a little living room and dining room in one.
Oh, it's really sort of soft and quiet in here, isn't it?
So many little touches to look at, isn't it? So many little personal details.
I'm quite liking this approach to hanging a picture. Like, once we get one, we'll fill in the space.
There's a few old safes, I think, as well. Used as furniture, that's quite a neat idea.
Hang on, I'll see if my skills still work, you know. No, family secrets are safe.
Definitely, it feels like nothing seems all that new here, and I think because a lot of it has been revived or upcycled, it's like a natural or genuine approach to picking things for your home.
Also, everything in here is really sort of chunky and substantial. It's a really, really chunky table and a really solid leather sofa. Everything has got very generous proportions, so maybe this homeowner is a very generous soul.
Look at these mirrors.
Oh,
Look
goodness
at that.
me. Oh, I'm not too sure. I need to see that many reflections of myself.
Need to watch your heads again, guys.
Thanks, Michael.
Well, we've got more of the very solid masculine furniture in here.
And a few more mirrors.
Oh, wow.
goodness.
Okay.
Ooh, not sure if I want to wake up in the morning and look at my face in a convex mirror.
Goodness me. When we were outside, I got kind of like a family-friendly feel. And then in the downstairs spaces, and even up here, I definitely feel like it's a bit more growing up. I think I was expecting more of like a, I don't know, a fun vibe. This is quite medieval in here.
They've still carried on that kind of slightly magical thing from the gardening and sort of see this sort of really amazing, quite optical illusion that they've done in what would have been the fireplace. It's quite something, actually.
And also this very, very lush shag pile carpet, which is exactly the same colour as the hall walls. They've definitely got a strong idea of what they want their home to look like.
Oh, there's the bathroom.
Oh, this is lovely and light.
Is that a relief, getting a lighter room?
Yeah. Feels quite spa-like with the subway tiles and the slipper bath and all the lights up here. It's a really, really nice room, isn't it? And this dark wall against the white is just beautiful.
It's a miraculous bit of planning, really, for such a small room to get this gigantic, slightly strange WC in here, freestanding bath and a really generous shower.
That's called using your circulation efficiently. You stand in the one place.
You can do everything at once. Oh, here you go, Kate. Here's a princess bedroom.
Oh, this is lovely. Look at the way the bed's built in.
It's obviously the same person that made those structures outside has made a structure inside for, presumably, the little girl that has this gorgeous little room.
I also love in these buildings that you have to cut the corner off the door to get the door.
It's time for the judges to decide the scores for the old schoolhouse. Michael is holding his score back until they've all seen the final home.
When we came into the home, it was unself-consciously fun. Clearly, whoever lives here has tried to create a kind of fantasy environment. There's quite a lot of dark colours and quite heavy, chunky objects. It feels really masculine, this home. I think it could do with a lightness of touch in places. I'm going to give this home a 7.
As we got into the home, I felt like the kitchen was quite dark. It was quite low ceilings, but I felt like it opened up as we walked into the living room and that dining room. And I loved the homeowner's collection of items, from the frames on the walls to even up the stairs. It had all the mirrors. I thought that was a really nice touch. I'm going to give this home a 7.
I thought this home was quite a special home in many ways. There's so many things in this home that are synonymous with childhood. It's a school relationship, and we all think about school as such happy, fond memories. You know, to have a magic garden, the fairy door, there's a magical spirit about this home. I think for a child, this home would be a very special home, a very memorable home.
The final contender is a new build in Carragrich in Harris. Tor Lodge is home to Ruth and John. When designing the property, the couple were keen to create a sustainable home which could withstand harsh Harris winters.
So we've got like aluminium gutters, we've got Scottish larching outside, which you don't have to treat. Double glazed, triple glazed windows, again, no maintenance.
And just having the mountains near, because I do a lot of walking, so it's just wonderful. You can just walk out the back door and you're at lochs and up hills, and then you've got the beaches to go to as well. It's just amazing.
The home is built over 2 floors and with an open plan layout. Downstairs, the entrance brings you to a dining room, lounge and kitchen area. A further guest bedroom and bathroom are also on ground level. Upstairs has the master ensuite bedroom and guest bedroom.
This is my favourite part of the home because I can sit here and just look out at the fantastic view. Get red deer outside and see eagles flying past, and you can see the ferry coming in, which is lovely.
And now the judges get to view Tor Lodge.
Well, it's not too bad a place to build a home, is it?
I'm telling you, if we don't end up sitting at a window looking back at that view, I'm going to be really, really disappointed.
What a beautiful day to be here. You can see so far.
The larch is a lovely material to build with out here, isn't it? Because the colouring just blends so well with the landscape, doesn't it?
Yeah, it just keeps on weathering and just keeps on blending in better and better.
I mean, for a new house, it's already feeling as if it's part of this world. Shall we have a look?
Let's do it.
See the door opening out.
Oh, door opening out the way. Yes, good idea. Some people would think that's a crazy idea. But the reason for it is that if you can close the door this way, then you're keeping the weather out, because it'll then blow against the door and make the doors and windows seal better.
Oh, getting good points before we've even, entered the home.
You're not going to like this.
Oh my goodness, what a panorama.
I found the heart.
Oh, well, that's not surprising, is it?
It's not surprising at all.
It's lovely with the corner glazing there. So you get a real sense of the kind of wraparound view.
Yes, yeah, sorry. This is just stunning. You know, when you put a window in front of something, you're saying something is special. I mean, you can already see this landscape from the outside, but when you come inside, you just re-experience it again, and you sort of literally do bring that outside, not just inside your room, but you kind of bring it into your heart, don't you? Beautiful.
Ooh, it's getting a bit sentimental.
I'm going to start crying, you know?
I really like the way they've kept the furnishing in here really simple and pared back so that it doesn't detract any attention from that incredible panoramic view that's wrapping all the way around with the window on 2 elevations like that.
Yeah, we see a lot of that, don't we, when it's left quite minimal in here with the sort of wood tones and always a log burner. It's almost as if they don't want the interior to upstage the outdoors.
The table slightly obstructs the access onto the deck, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's a wee bit squeeze.
But I do think it's quite clever how they've got a bench for seating on that side. It means you don't have the chair backs obstructing your view when you're sitting at the table on this side.
I've got a bit of an odd bit here, because I'm really conscious of these really structural elements, you know, which you often see in buildings, but they sort of define the space a little bit. And yet this object is kicking out. I think I would...
Turn it through 90 degrees.
I'd turn it through 90 degrees, I think, yeah.
I'm fascinated by this kitchen. We've kind of got like a grey gloss thing going on and then a wall of ovens. And I think we are kind of doing that at the moment. Like we're moving away from a traditional kitchen and going for more like freestanding and also these versatile spaces where we can kind of change it up depending on what we're doing with this breakfast bar and then like the sort of open space in here.
I think it's very clever, actually, that the units that are against the wall are lower than the standard height, which means you've got a much larger area of wall above. It means you get a full sense of the space.
Ooh, like a home office in here.
I mean, it's great to have this bit of balcony here because that's you taking proper advantage of the double height space. You know, if you didn't do this, you couldn't have that kind of connection and kind of see what's going on down in the living room.
Yeah, this feels like it was meant to be a hallway. You walk through, you're being led somewhere, and yet they've managed to use this space really creatively because it's a home office, and then found these bits of furniture that just fit perfect. So it's a really amazing use of space. I think it's been done really well.
I think there's a danger with kit houses that you end up with spaces that are quite generic, and what we've got here, where the two have collided, it's created a space with quirks and character. I think this might be my favourite bit of the home. Well, that's what it's all about, eh?
See, this is why I think architecture makes the world a better place, because the view is now better for having come through the building and see it again.
All right, Michael, are you trying to take credit for this view?
Absolutely.
How will the judges rate Tor Lodge? Kate's score is under wraps.
Absolutely incredible location for any kind of home. What the homeowners did here was to create something very simple, very polite in the landscape, but it's not bland. I think this home proves that you don't need to go all guns blazing to create a serene space that reflects your personality. I'm going to give this home a 9.
I really don't think you could get it wrong putting a building in this landscape. I really don't. There's something about being in a place where the architecture designs itself. And, you know, architecture should do that. Architecture should just, in a sense, be the backdrop to life. And to be able to put a building in a place like this and make this landscape better, yeah, that gets a big thumbs up from me. I'm going to give this home a 9.
I think the view here was just breathtaking. I felt that they should have given a little bit more over to an outdoor space. There was no real garden, the sort of landscape was the garden. I think I would have maybe put some more chairs out there, had a bit more of like an outdoor seating space to retreat to take in that beautiful view. I liked the sort of charming calmness of the home, but I think for me I would have added a bit more colour to the walls.
Now that the judges have visited all 3 homes, they can see how their scores compare and reveal this week's finalist. First, it was Anna who held back her score for Bal Bothy in Staffen, Skye.
This surprisingly glamorous interior in a traditional home on Skye. Kate, you gave it a 10. Michael, you gave it a 9. I thought it was just a wonderful explosion of personality and colour, the animal print, the plants, the dark walls. It just created a really unique atmosphere for a home in that location. I gave it a 10. So that gives Bal Bothy 29.
Next, Michael is yet to reveal his score for the old schoolhouse in Kensalire, Skye.
It was a wonderful family home full of fun secrets and treats. I gave it a 7. Kate, you also gave it a 7. Michael.
Well, I must admit, entering the building, I so enjoyed seeing the revelation of all the construction of the building. I thought it was a magical home for a child to grow up in. Felt a little bit that some rooms are a bit of a dead end. Spatially, I thought it didn't quite flow. So I gave this home an 8.
Okay, so that gives the schoolhouse 22.
And finally, Tor Lodge in Carragrich on Harris. Kate's score will be the decider.
It's very simple, but not simplistic construction in a beautiful setting. Michael, you gave it a 9. I too gave it a 9. Kate.
I thought this home was a really genuine reflection of the homeowners. It seemed very played down and almost, I don't know, I felt quite relaxed when I walked in. It was such a special space. I think a little bit more could have been made of the outdoor space, but I loved being in this home and I gave it an 8.
Okay, so that gives Tor Lodge 26. So that means that Bal Bothy is through to the final.
Bal Bothy wins in the Hebrides and is one step closer to claiming the title Scotland's Home of the Year. Next time, the judges visit the East.
Scotland's Home of the Year.
As the search continues for Scotland's Home of the Year.